What's going on, everyone? Badger here. Sure to like and stuff, and let's get into this. If you've watched any of my videos on Dungeons and Dragons in the last year, you know it's been heading downhill and heading downhill fast. We talk about the spread of all the DEI requirements that they needed, and it made it all the way to tabletop video gaming, from the tippy top of our franchises all the way to Dungeons and Dragons. And oh boy, was there just a bevy of things they've done, from making the orcs Mexican to changing them from monsters to a species to attacking the original founders. They literally did everything in their power to get rid of the people that actually spent money on this, much like they did everywhere else. And now it's being reflected in the sales numbers. So sales indicators showing that the new 2024 edition of Dungeons and Dragons is not performing nearly as well as its predecessors, as it appears Wizards of the Coast and Hasbro have turned off the tabletop RPG's core fan base. And that core fan base is a group that has been alienated again and again and again.
You can't keep getting away with it!
Obviously, that player's handbook filled with all the diversity, equity, and inclusion imagery you could want. Someone added it up, the hundreds of pictures of everything under the sun, and like 7 of an actual straight white man. So just goes to show you where it all lies. And language, the euphemistic language. We, of course, like I said, they changed orcs and others from race and species, removing half orcs entirely. There was then all the euphemistic, don't just say goblins attacked, say goblin bandits, because we wouldn't want to paint all goblins as horrible. Not all monsters are bad, okay? 2003, you had that executive producer who basically came out and was like, yeah, all the white people playing it, that's the thing of the past. We're a diverse game right now, okay? Very diverse. Top of that controversy, this is really where it started to go into overdrive. The excluding of orcs, the catering to all the fun gender ideologies, the turning of hags and dryads into non-gender exclusives, and then, of course, the turning the incubus and succubus into essentially trans characters instead of 2 distinct creatures. The icing on the cake, of course, being here when Jason Tondro pinned that forward, which painted the original creators, Gary Gygax and others, as all of the racists and sexists and all the things that you do when you try to take over a property. Again, I think James Lindsay says, if you want to explain how they do it, they just call everything racist and sexist until they control it. And I mean, come on, what are we doing? Who was that for? Beyond the content problems with D&D, the focus on one D&D as a brand, urging players to get on a subscription model where the content shifts online and they don't get their own content has turned off. Yeah, a lot of people. So it's control, milking people out of money, and then changing the lore. You can see here they're released. You can see, so with the monster manual release, we can start to see where 5.5 is landing. Here are the USA Today sales ranks for Tasha's compared to the core rule books. You can see here Tasha's in 2020, it ranked up to the best one is number 5 on the, it's almost number 1, number 5. And you can see here with 2024 is when they took over, best they could do is number 57 on the read list. So not good. Not good. Numbers are significant because core rule books for tabletop RPGs genuinely sell much better than the supplements, and that is not happening right now. So while they don't have the exact field numbers here, every single thing that would point to it being good or bad is pointing it to it being bad, and that's because you pissed off all of your core fan base, people that actually buy and cover and talk about this stuff. You see, even this guy right here, known YouTuber Esper the Bard, I'm done supporting Wizards of the Coast. What now? And they go on in detail just how horrible the company is and the people working for it. So unfortunately, it seems for now, this is a thing of you just use the older editions. 3D printers go burr. Boycotts, because
you can't keep getting away with it.
But in the meantime, let me know what you think about all this. Be sure to like, share, and sub. If you have done that, thank you. If you're going to do that, thank you. And,
well, bye.